Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptocurrency market have been dumping in these last 24 hours. Now, part of this may be in anticipation of the upcoming Ethereum merge, but today we're going to go through a number of on-chain indicators for BTC, some on the positive side, some on the negative side. And whether or not you agree with our analysis here, we're going to go through each and every one of these indicators, looking at metrics like the Fear and Greed Index, the inflows into exchange reserves, the Grayscale Premium, and Binance Inflows as well. You may come away with your own independent opinion upon analyzing these, but it's always a good idea to have these statistics on your side. So stay tuned. In this video, we'll let you know where we think the crypto market is heading in the short term. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie and this is Altcoin Buzz. We are a crypto investment research company. Now, we never offer financial advice because we ourselves are not official financial or investment advisors. But if you're in the market to open up a new crypto account and you haven't already done so on Binance, now is a great time to get in on the action. You can avail yourself of all these bonuses here that you see on screen based on our partnership with Binance. And this is just a layup. I mean, if you don't already have an account, you may as well sign up. You may as well take advantage of all of these perks. This is easy, free money effectively. So take advantage while this deal is still available. It's not going to last for much longer. All right, with that being said, let's launch right into today's first indicator. We are taking a look at the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index. This is effectively a measure of market sentiment. It's based on a famous quote actually about investing that we're going to get to in just a second. But you can see right now we're measuring in at 24. That is equivalent to extreme fear. And we've been in this territory over the course of the last week and the last month, dipping slightly actually. And it's sort of a metric that's associated with this quote by Warren Buffett. Famously, I'm sure you've heard of this: be greedy when others are fearful and fearful when others are greedy. The idea being that market psychology is very often wrong. And although it can't be done with absolute precision, you get a sense of market tops and market bottoms, as well as chances for reversals if you keep your eye on this index. We're on a bit of a local decline, but we've actually ticked up since earlier this summer in June, as you can see. That's coming down from lows in the mid 80s at this time last year, October, November 2021. Just to give you some context, so it's from 0 to 100. 0 indicates extreme fear, and 100 would indicate extreme greed. And as I mentioned, numbers have been in that fear section and extreme fear for a little bit of time. Generally speaking, if the metric is over 80, that means the market is overvalued. And if it's under 10, the market is undervalued. And generally, undervalued is a good time to really increase any position via DCA, dollar cost averaging, and to secure some entry points. So if you did so in June, kudos to you. But once again, it's not an absolute science. It's not the ultimate precision. It's good for timing big trends, but you're not going to get a sense of exactly when the top or the bottom occurs. It's just something to keep in mind. And therefore, right now, we are keeping in mind that we are in extreme fear territory. As I record this video, in the last 24 hours or so, Bitcoin has dipped below $19,000. We're sitting currently at about $18,800. Translation: a Fear and Greed Index score of 24, equivalent to, once again, extreme fear. Okay, so it's pretty obvious that first indicator does not bode well for market sentiment. Let's take that in combination with indicator number 2. Right now, we're looking at exchange reserves. And this indicator today is also going to signal some negativity, unfortunately, for the market because reserves on exchanges are increasing. And generally speaking, reserves are only added to exchanges when people are looking to either trade or, more importantly, when people transfer from private non-custodial wallets to sell. But spot trading volume is low, and most of these reserves are going into the derivatives futures market instead. And that leads to an increase in volatility that could affect spot prices because futures are often a hedge against your spot holdings. And the most popular futures trade in the carry trade. That's where you go long spot and you short the futures and pocket the difference in what is essentially a risk-free trade, more or less. And when futures lead pricing versus spot, that means that more volatility is coming because not just hedgers, but also speculators, i.e. those betting on prices rising or dropping, that's increasing in the futures market. So if you're keeping score, a couple of negative indicators so far, let's take a look at number 3 for the day, which is the Grayscale Premium. And just to give you a heads up, it's pretty much at an all-time low right now. It's what indicates the institutional bet on Bitcoin. And right now it is suffering a setback. So as a regulated product, one of the few ways institutions in the US can access Bitcoin is through the Grayscale Trust. And because the US SEC, that's the Securities and Exchange Commission, will not approve an ETF, Grayscale is kind of the next best thing. And the result is that it's been able to trade at a premium to Bitcoin's price for quite a long time. So think of it as an expression of institutional confidence in Bitcoin. Now, this lower level that we're currently seeing has led some to suggest that institutions are turning bearish on BTC because a drop in the demand for Grayscale means a drop in the premium. But it could also potentially mean that they're looking for and perhaps have found better ways to invest their money and their customers' money. However, on the whole, we have to acknowledge that a lower Grayscale premium is not a good thing at face value. Our fourth and final indicator today will cover the inflows into Binance. It is the biggest crypto exchange, and so what Binance does truly matters. And with the price of Bitcoin being what it is right now, many miners are feeling the pressure to sell their coins in order to recover their ongoing monthly equipment costs for their mining operations. And Binance is the most popular place for miners to do that. So miners are sending lots of coins right now to Binance in order to sell, which of course adds volatility to the market. And that's not a great sign, to be perfectly honest. So the crypto market right now really seems to be hinging on the outcome of the Ethereum merge. If you're hearing about ETH 2.0 or the merge for the first time, check out these other videos that we've published recently for a full recap on the significance of the merge. It very much is possible that this is going to be a buy the rumor, sell the news kind of event, but we're also waiting to see subsequent to the merge what happens, whether or not it's successful, whether or not it's ultimately going to be a good thing for crypto. If it is, that'll help bring prices up, generally speaking. But if it's not, it's certainly possible that we'll see some negative consequences. The short-term data is inconclusive. We expect some more sideways trading, or possibly, brace for it, we could see some downward price action followed by more sideways trading. There's just not a lot of positivity right now in the market, if we're being perfectly honest. And maybe we're wrong about that, but that is our interpretation of this week's on-chain indicators. If you have a different indicator, you're following a different metric or a different stat, or you have a different interpretation, let us know what that is in the comments below. This stuff is somewhat subjective in nature after all. Just remember, guys, it's never official financial or investment advice. If you still are watching the video, however, at the tail end here, kudos to you. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, hit the bell to receive notifications. And once again, check out our offer with Binance. If you don't yet have an account with the world's leading crypto exchange, now is the best time ever to sign up for free and avail yourself of all these options right now you see on screen. You can check it out. All the links and information are available in the description of this video. You can find that all below. Check out these other couple of videos, guys. If you've not already, they should be popping up to my left, to my right. Stay safe out there, members of the Altcoin Buzz Army. Happy hump day. And as always, we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.